The only reason I'm bringing this up is because how a small little story elevated into this crazy story that we got here today.
The central findings of the investigation are that the man whose voice is heard on the recording and on a second recording from the same conversation that was released on Sunday, accordingly, effective immediately, I am banning...
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has reportedly banned Brittney Griner from the WNBA for life. And here's where everything changes. This drastic move comes after new evidence surfaced. Griner's actions have sparked outrage, but that's just the beginning. Let's dive into this unfolding scandal. Stick around because this next part is huge. Caitlin Clark has redefined the WNBA since her arrival. Here's why this matters to you. Clark's appeal extends far beyond the court, attracting a new wave of fans, particularly families with young girls who see her as a role model. Her games accounted for almost all games with 1 million viewers in 2024, and her presence boosted ticket sales by a lot. We knew that when Clark missed games in June 2025 due to a groin injury, ratings plummeted 55% and attendance dropped significantly. She's basically second to none. But here's what they're not telling you. Despite Clark's transformative impact, she's faced relentless physical and verbal hostility, with Brittney Griner at the center of the storm. On May 22, 2025, during an 81-76 fever victory over Griner's Atlanta Dream, cameras caught Griner appearing to mouth "fucking white girl" after fouling out, a comment widely interpreted as directed at Clark. While Griner denied the racial slur, stating she was upset about the foul call and couldn't recall her exact words. The lack of audio left room for speculation. Social media erupted, with fans and commentators like Riley Gaines condemning Griner, while others, like Gemma Hill, argued she said "fing-whack call" about the referee. And if you think that's bad, just wait. The WNBA's failure to investigate or discipline Griner fueled perceptions of a double standard, especially given the league's swift probe into unsubstantiated claims of racist fan behavior toward Angel Reese. Double standard. And this is where things go completely off the rails. Griner's alleged comment wasn't an isolated incident. Clark endured 12 out of 70 WNBA flagrant fouls in 2024, despite playing only 40 games. This season, incidents like Marina Mabry's flagrant two-shove and J.C. Sheldon's eye poke have continued, with minimal repercussions. Griner's history of physical play, including a 2019 ejection for fighting, adds to the narrative that she's been allowed to target Clark without consequence, until now. But what happens next? You won't believe it. This is where things start getting dangerous. Griner's behavior extends beyond the court, with public statements that have alienated the WNBA's growing fan base. In a 2025 interview, she lamented the shift in game atmospheres, saying, "Stadiums used to be quieter. You could bring a laptop, get some work done. Now it's noisy. All these new fans." This comment, widely circulated on social media, was seen as a direct jab at the family-oriented, largely white audiences flocking to see Clark. These fans have driven a 180% increase in franchise valuations, with the Fever's value jumping 273% to $95 million per Sportico. And the consequences? They were brutal. Griner's remarks, coupled with her identification with the LGBTQ community and perceived dismissal of these new fans' conservative leanings, have deepened the divide. One social media post captured the sentiment: "Griner doesn't get it. Clark's fans are the ones filling seats and paying her salary, but she'd rather push them away." But here's something most people completely miss. Clark's appeal to families with young girls has created a new demographic for the WNBA, with merchandise sales for her number 22 jersey outpacing all others in 2024. Her ability to inspire young athletes, evidenced by a 25% spike in girls' youth basketball participation in Indiana, per the Indiana High School Athletic Association, has brought in fans who value her wholesome image. Griner's comments, by contrast, seem to reject this shift, prioritizing a niche audience over the broader market. And that's just scratching the surface. Her 2022 detention in Russia for possessing cannabis oil, which led to a high-profile prisoner swap, has been cited by critics as evidence of her disregard for authority. And here's where things go from bad to worse. Perhaps the most explosive element of this scandal is the claim that Griner, like Leah Thomas in swimming, may be transgender and thus ineligible for the WNBA. Social media posts have fueled this speculation, with one user stating, "Griner's size, voice, and build have always raised questions. Is she the WNBA's Leah Thomas? But what if I told you? That's not the worst part. These claims lack credible evidence." Griner, a 6 feet 9 inches center with a deep voice and muscular physique, has faced such rumors for years, often tied to her androgynous appearance and open identification as a lesbian. No medical or official documentation supports the assertion that she is transgender. Her wife, Sherelle, gave birth to their son Bash in 2024, and Griner's WNBA career, spanning over a decade, has never been challenged on eligibility grounds. But here's the part that nobody saw coming. The rumors gained traction amid the current political climate, where debates over transgender participation in women's sports have intensified. The WNBA's Zero Tolerance for Hate campaign, launched in 2025, has been criticized for selectively addressing issues, ignoring these claims while investigating less substantiated ones, like the Reese fan incident. And this part? It changes everything. The lack of transparency has allowed speculation to fester, with some fans arguing that Silver's reported ban may be tied to a broader effort to align the WNBA with public sentiment on fair competition. This is where things take a shocking turn. On July 14, 2025, social media posts claim that Adam Silver, leveraging his authority over both the NBA and WNBA, banned Griner for life, citing new evidence of her conduct. While no official WNBA statement confirms this, the report suggests Silver acted in response to mounting pressure over Griner's alleged slurs, fan alienation, and the eligibility rumors. And by the end of this, you'll understand why this is so important. Silver's history of decisive action, banning Donald Sterling for life in 2014 over racist remarks, lends credibility to the possibility. The Griner-Clark incident, amplified by conservative voices like Riley Gaines, has been framed as a test of the WNBA's commitment to its no space for hate policy. But wait, this next part is what really matters. The ban, if true, reflects a broader shift in the political climate. Public opinion, as seen in 2025 polls showing 65% of Americans support stricter rules on transgender athletes, has pushed sports leagues to act decisively on controversies. Silver's reported decision may be an attempt to protect the WNBA's image and appease Clark's fan base, which drives 60% of the league's social media engagement, per Sportico. And that's when things took a turn for the unexpected. The WNBA's $40 million loss in 2024, despite Clark's revenue boost, highlights its financial fragility, making Silver's intervention a potential bid to safeguard the league's future. And the real reason behind this will blow your mind. The WNBA's mishandling of Clark's stardom is a self-inflicted wound. Her $28 million Nike deal and 1.3 million All-Star votes in 2024 dwarfed the recognition given to veterans like Aja Wilson, yet players ranked her 9th among guards in All-Star voting, signaling internal resistance. And if you think that's shocking, wait until you see this. Griner's comments about noisy fans and the league's failure to discipline her for the alleged slur have alienated the family-oriented audience Clark attracts. Social media posts reflect this divide, with one fan writing, "Clark's bringing in families, kids, new money. Griner's out here disrespecting them. The WNBA's choosing politics over profit." But here's the most important part. Clark's fans aren't just casual viewers, they're a demographic shift. A 2025 Nielsen report noted a 40% increase in female viewers aged 8 to 17, largely attributed to Clark's influence. Her ability to fill arenas, Fever home games sold out 90% of the time in 2024, has made her indispensable. Yet the WNBA's focus on appeasing a vocal minority, as seen in its handling of Griner's remarks, risks driving these fans away. And the craziest part? It's 100% real. The league's reliance on NBA subsidies covering 50% of its costs has allowed it to ignore this market shift, but Silver's reported ban suggests a reckoning is at hand. You'll want to see this through to the end. Trust me, The reported lifetime ban of Brittney Griner by Adam Silver, if true, marks a pivotal moment for the WNBA. And the final twist? It's something no one expected. Griner's alleged slurs, dismissive comments about fans, and the unverified transgender claims have collided with Clark's transformative impact, exposing the league's failure to prioritize profit over politics. And that's where everything clicked into place. Clark's ability to drive revenue, 180% franchise valuation growth, 30% ticket sales increase, makes her the WNBA's lifeline. Yet the league's inaction on her targeting and Griner's behavior has pushed it to the brink. Silver's reported intervention is a bold move to protect Clark and her fans, aligning with a political climate demanding fairness and accountability. And the best part, we're just getting started. The WNBA must now decide: embrace Clark and her fans or risk fading back into obscurity. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more. Stay tuned.